Happy Wednesday, everybody. This is Spencer here with the Daily Spencer. That name's kind of obvious, isn't it? I don't know. Maybe I should switch it up. Anyway, I am still a little under the weather today, but I am feeling better, and thank you to everyone for the get well wishes. I much prefer those to the death threats. I would much rather someone say, get well soon, instead of, I hope you are stung to death by millions of wasps. I don't like wasps. Anyway, today I'm playing Beyond Good and Evil on the PC. Today, Beyond Good and Evil HD comes out on the 360 via Xbox Live Arcade, and I believe it'll be out later this summer on the PlayStation Network. And Beyond Good and Evil is one of my favorite games of all time. It's sort of a comfort game. I've played it through all the way maybe 4, maybe 5 times. I don't know, I've lost count. And it's just a really solid game. It's got great characters. It's got great voice acting. It has some of the best music of any game of all time. And really, I could just play it over and over again and probably never play anything else, and I would be happy. It's not a huge seller, and like not a whole lot of people played it, and I've always been mad about that because it's one of my favorite games and it never did very well. It came out the same day as Prince of Persia: Sands of Time. I remember I went out with my roommate and he bought Prince of Persia and I bought Beyond Good and Evil. And they're both from Ubisoft, so they were sort of competing against themselves, and that never made any sense to me. And Prince of Persia got all of the marketing and all the press, and Beyond Good and Evil sort of slipped through the cracks, and it's always been a shame. But with this new version, I'm hoping they're testing the waters for Beyond Good and Evil 2. There's been rumors about that for years, and honestly, the 20 teens would be all worth it if Beyond Good and Evil came out for me. It would just, Beyond Good and Evil 2 would make everything bad that's going to happen in the next decade worth it, so long as I could play that. But anyway, I did want to talk a little bit about the concept of a comfort game. As I mentioned, this is one of mine, and there's some others. I've come to realize that the Mass Effect series probably qualifies as a comfort game series for me at this time. Beyond Good and Evil, obviously. Baldur's Gate, Icewind Dale, the Infinity Engine games, I can always go back and play those. And it just feels good to play a game that you enjoy. There's always a little bit of a hesitance with a new game for me. You know, I'm going to play this game, but more than sitting down to enjoy it, I'm going to be sitting down to find out if I enjoy it. And that sense of discovery is great, but sometimes you just want something reliable. And that's what these games are for me. And I don't know, maybe I've talked in the past about playing a game so long as you get something out of it. That's the important thing. So, some kind of satisfaction. And a lot of people can't play games multiple times either because they don't want to see the same story over again, or there's something else that they would rather they'd rather experience new games. And that's how I am most of the time, but sometimes you just want something familiar. And that's what these comfort games are for me. And I was sort of wondering how widespread this was. Do other people have games that they come back to when they're not feeling good, or when they're down, or whatever? Is there some old standby that you really come back to a lot? And if so, what is it? And what do you think it is about the game that makes you want to play it over and over again? And I'm going to go ahead and cut off before I start coughing here. This is actually like my 5th or 6th take. I keep coughing in the middle of them. So anyway, let me know in the comment section, and I will see you guys tomorrow.